we're making a red card today. And this is a vertical card, so it's a piece of 8.5 and 11 paper cut in half vertically and then folded in half. And then we also have a piece of white for the inside and some other fun scraps that we're going to stamp and cut out. Also, we're using a candy cane image from the iconic Celebrations Designer Series paper. And we'll be putting that on the front of our card. But let's get busy doing the stamping so we can cut out. Okay, I'm going to start with my little pea that we're using today. And this guy is considered the GrumPEA. He has a pretty grumpy look on his face. I still think he's awfully cute. I'm grabbing my blender pen because I'm going to use that to bring some of the color into our GrumPEA. And it's going to look like I'm randomly stamping him in the middle of this piece of paper, but we're going to die cut a circle, and I'm not sure exactly where I want the circle to be. So I'm going to flip it over because that didn't get as much of the Granny Apple Green ink as I wanted. Okay, and then I'm going to use my blender pen to draw some of the ink in from the stamped lines to give our GrumPEA some green color. And I think I'm going to use my Granny Apple Green pen to really emphasize this grumpy eye and eyebrow over there. And we'll go ahead and do it over there as well. Alright, he has angry eyebrows. If you are a fan of VeggieTales, you know what I'm talking about. That's something my son had frequently as a child, and so we often had to watch the VeggieTales movie about Larry Boy and the angry eyebrows. Okay, but this is a Christmas card, so we're not going to stop with our little pea. We're going to stamp a Christmas Santa hat on him. Try to figure out what I did with, silly, I was looking for my stamp block and it's right here. This Santa hat is from the new Naughty and Nice stamp set in the online exclusive store. And I thought it would be perfect to put on our pea. And then I'm going to use my blender pen again and bring in some of the red to the main part of the hat, leaving the cuff and the puffball white. Alright. So there's our Santa P. Gonna put that aside. We'll cut that out in a minute, and we're gonna go ahead and stamp some sentiments. We are going to stamp Hello Grumpy in red. And then while I have the red ink out, I'm going to go ahead and stamp a couple of things on the inside of the card. We're going to stamp the naughty and nice, and we'll see what gets checked. And I'm going to go ahead and also stamp another Santa hat in here as well. Okay, and the last little bit of stamping I have to do is going to be with the tuxedo black on a piece of red paper. And it just says, from St. Nick. This is also from that Naughty and Nice stamp set. And now it's time to pull out the Stamp and Cut and Emboss machine and start cutting the things we've stamped, cutting them with the dies. Okay, I'm going to do one at a time, and I am going to attach them with some washi tape so that hopefully our frames stay where I want them to and we can see our sentiments. Very slowly and at an angle, remove the washi tape so it hopefully doesn't tear our nice sentiment. And it managed to avoid our label. So we have that label done. And next we're going to do Hello GrumPEA. Get that label ready. If I can do this. And line that up. Here we go. Again, we're going to be slow at it. Actually, no, it did hold on to it a little. I was hoping maybe it wouldn't. Yeah, we could just pop our label out of there, but it did stick to it some. So very slowly at an angle, pulling that off. And there we have our sentiment label for Hello GrumPEA. Next, we line up our circle around our GrumPEA P. I wanted him more toward the top center of our circle. I'm going to put a couple of pieces of washi tape on this. Alright, let's get ready to send our GrumPEA circle through there. Our GrumPEA Santa. I've never seen a GrumPEA Santa, but I have seen grumpy people in Santa hats. That look, it did just popped right through there. Okay, let's put this card together. I'm gonna glue the inside first. So while I'm doing this, let's just stamp on the back. My copyright Stampin' Up does not want to stay on there. I'll have to get some. Let me just do it now. I'm thinking about it. This one has some craft tape on there. I think it's probably fairly dirty, so I don't know how well it'll stick. But we're gonna try it. Alright. There we have the signature Craft Queen and the copyright on the back of our card. And there's the inside of our card. So let's do the front. First, I'm going to glue on the candy cane pattern paper from Iconic Celebrations. And next, I'm going to use some dimensionals on our circle for our GrumPEA. Right there, and then using just a little glue on the back, we're going to stick Hello GrumPEA right under him and the From Santa. Or from Saint Nick. Alright. And there we have our Christmas card using the Sweet Pea stamp set. Hello GrumPEA. And you open it up and get to choose Naughty or Nice.